Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Jordan and I'm representing the prom night at Coveanant. We are super excited to be hosting our 6th year with our special needs prom. Can you believe we started in 2019? It is so exciting to see them each year come to the prom all dressed up, waiting to be crowned king and queen of the prom. I promise you, if you have not volunteered before, you will be super excited after this year. Their smiles are contagious. They are so incredibly talented and smart. It will just blow you away, everything about them. We want you to come and have a good time too. We are looking forward to this. We have volunteer roles that you may have already been assigned by now, but we have volunteer roles that are anything from the parking lot, helping us navigate all the cars that are coming in, to the red carpet paparazzi team that is like a pep rally outside the building, cheering them on as they arrive, telling them how beautiful they are and that we have been waiting all night long for them to arrive. We will have a check-in team that checks in the special guests as they arrive. Those special guests that check in will also get a lanyard, and that lanyard will have their name on it and on the back some fun facts about them. It will also have an emergency phone number in case we need to get hold of the parent, and it'll have a blue meal ticket on the back to redeem for their dinner. They will have prom guides waiting to be paired up with them. After that, there's a photo booth. Of course, you got to have a photo if you're going to the prom, right? It didn't happen unless there's a photo. So we will have a photo booth and we will be handing out their photos at the end of the night. They will be able to go through the buffet line and get something to eat. They will be able to go to the karaoke room, one of the hottest rooms of the night besides the dance floor and the dog therapy. But the karaoke room will have a line of people waiting for the mic. Sometimes we're like, okay, you've already sang that song. Let's let someone else have the mic. They are extremely talented and you will be blown away at their voices. They will have a dog therapy room, as I mentioned. They will go in there. They have dog handlers with therapeutic dogs waiting to greet and love on them. We have a sensory room in case someone needs it, in case it's too much noise, too many people, they're overstimulated. Of course, the dance floor. I mean, what other place is there to be, right, at the end of the night? But a dance floor that's open throughout the entire prom, but it is very popular at the end of the night. Why? Because at 8:15, we're calling everyone down to the one room, to the one dance floor to witness the crowning. I don't know about you, but I was never called on the prom king and queen court to be awarded that. But on this very special night, every one of our 200 special needs guests will be crowned king and queen of the prom. And it is so magical to watch. Even though their friends are also getting the exact same crown, it's as if they're the only ones in the room. And let me tell you, we've had a couple participants wear that crown for an entire week and demand that their parents wait on them because, after all, they are king or queen of the prom. And so there have been some very funny stories. Some of our people have never attended a prom. They've never been given the opportunity to attend a prom. So this is their very first prom. We have ages 14 all the way to 93 years old that is attending the prom this year. So a lot of people are like, wow, 93, yes. And then some of them have never been to the prom. So we are going to give them the very best prom night possible. We're going to love on them. We're going to shout their name. We're going to tell them how much God loves them and how much we appreciate them and how talented they are and how beautiful they are and how much they mean to us. All right, so we want to make sure every special guest enjoys the prom to its fullest fulfillment. You as the volunteer, we were asking that you arrive at 4:30. Some were like, why so early if the prom doesn't start till 6? Well, there are some things that still need to be done and we need your help. So we ask that you do dress in formal attire. You don't have to rent a tux, guys, but a tux would be nice, but you don't have to. A suit is just fine. Ladies, we want you in prom attire or your best wedding best outfit. All right, no jeans, no flip-flops, no t-shirts, none of that sort. We want everyone to fit in and look as though we're all here at the prom. We don't want it to look like a bunch of older people are here supervising a special needs prom. No, we want to blend in and fit right in so that it looks like it's a huge prom for all of us. There's tons of food. The decoration team, they'll be busy months before the prom, and then up for a whole week prior to the prom, they'll be here setting up all the decorations. It will be over the top and blow your mind. Our parents and caretakers, when they arrive, we will encourage that they go upstairs to the respite room, where we will pamper them with food and games and just time to network together. A lot of them haven't seen each other in a while, and they just want to catch up on each other or share resources or anything like that. So we encourage you, if you are volunteering and you've got assigned the respite room, that you make sure that the parents are having a good time and just relax. We got all of their special needs participants downstairs. We've got them taken care of. So no need to worry at all. But we will call them down and invite them down to the dance floor at 8:15 to witness the crowning that happens at 8:30. Your lives as a volunteer will be impacted. You'll go back to work on Monday telling everyone what a super time that you had at the prom. So at the end of the night, please remember that if you are a prom guide, not to just be like, oh, so you know her? Okay, bye, see you later. No, you want to make sure that they actually knew that person that they're leaving with. I know there's no way to really validate that that is the person that they came with, but you'll be able to tell. You talk with that person that you're handing them off on. Just because it's 9 o'clock doesn't mean as a prom guide, okay, my job's done, I'm leaving, bye. No, make sure that your participant has been matched up with someone that they came with. Whether they've been dropped off and the parent is now here to pick them up, or their parent or staff or guardian was here witnessing the crowning in the sanctuary. So make sure that they are matched up before you say goodbye. If you are on the breakdown setup team, sometimes the setup team is coming in after church the Sunday prior to the prom to help remove all the chairs and display things and all that kind of stuff out of the sanctuary so that the decoration team can come in and start setting up larger equipment. If you are on that team, you may also be asked to come around 8:15, hang out at the prom, and wait for it to be over to start helping disassemble everything. Typically, we can break down the prom in about an hour or an hour and a half at the most. So it does happen really quickly, but we do need your help with setup and breakdown in that aspect. There's not much to set up the day of the prom because by then the decoration team will have already been in there a week. So the setup would have taken place the Sunday after service, church service, and then after the prom is over. If your volunteer role is a floater, that means that basically you're floating around helping anyone. You could be paired up so that if the prom guide needs to use the restroom or they need a break from their participant to go and grab something to eat or grab something out of their purse or whatever the emergency may be, that they have someone to pass off their participant to long enough for them to take that short break and come right back. They may need a floater team to help go into the restroom with that person. We will have the attendants in the bathroom to help them make sure that their pants are zipped or make sure they don't fall or make sure their dress is that sort of thing, and to make them feel extra special. But sometimes if you're paired up with the opposite sex, as a prom guide, you're not able to enter into that restroom, and so you may be asked to just help see them to a bathroom stall and then help see that they get paired back up with their prom. We are asking that all the food downstairs in the main lobby area be reserved just for the prom participants and their guides. Any other volunteers or parents or caregivers, we are inviting you upstairs to that particular buffet of food to enjoy for the night. This way it'll alleviate long lines down in the lobby area that we have experienced in the past. Don't forget to allow your special guests to get a prom photo before the end of the night. As a matter of fact, we love to have that picture done before 7:15 because we need time to process all of the pictures and have them back and laid out on the table ready to be picked up when they exit the prom. You will get this question, oh, I want a prom picture with you with my prom guide. Oh, I want one by myself. Oh, I want one with my mom or my dad or my caretaker. We are only going to develop one picture. So I would encourage you to take a picture with them and let that be the prom picture. And then invite the parent or caretaker that they are able to use their cell phone to take any additional pictures. But we're only going to give them the one photo at the end of the night. When it comes time to crown your participant king or queen of the night, we ask that the prom guides seek out those that are on the Crown and Tiara Committee to get a crown for their participant. And then at the moment that it is announced to crown, that you then place the crown on their head and pronounce them king or queen of the prom. A lot of them will see the crowns and immediately know, hey, that's for me, give it to me. And that's fine if they wear it early, but we try to encourage them to put it on when the actual crowning is announced. If something happens during the night and you're not quite sure how to handle it, you can look for some people to kind of help rescue you and help you de-escalate whatever's going on. You can always look for me or for any of our other volunteer leader roles that you will meet at your leader training. If you were not able to attend a leader training meeting, come find someone that looks like they kind of are in charge, and we will help find the right professional to help us de-escalate whatever the problem is. The therapists like for us to continue to use vocabulary that they use in their sessions, and that is, I'm sorry, honey, that is unacceptable behavior. That is what they like us to say because that is what they're practicing in the clinical setting. So if a participant uses a bad language or they touch you inappropriately, it's not because they meant to. They are still navigating life. So some of the things that we learned early on that was acceptable behavior and what wasn't, they're still working on that, and it just takes a little longer. So they don't mean any harm by it at all, but you're to simply reply with, that is unacceptable behavior, and I'll have to get someone if it doesn't stop. And so usually they'll be like, oh, you've been talking about therapists? Okay, and they'll stop immediately. And in case a medical situation arises, and we pray that one doesn't, we've never really had one in the 5 years that we've had the prom in the past, but in case they do, they will potentially be wearing a red pageant sash around their black scrubs so that we can easily spot them in the crowd. We will have 2 medical professionals on the dance floor floating throughout the night. We will have 2 in the lobby, 1 upstairs with the parents, and then 1 between the sensory and the dog room. So we will have several medical staff available. We will have 1 that is stationary at all times behind the church information desk, and then the satellite people dispersed in the building. We will also have personnel from the church securing all the doors to make sure that no one accidentally gets in and out that we're not aware of. If you're on the breakdown team, we ask that you come around 8:15. Yes, you can stand there and witness the rest of the evening, but you be in the wings waiting so that when the 9 o'clock hour strikes and the breakdown has begun, that you can work swiftly in your role and help us take everything down. This usually breaks down within an hour, hour and a half at the most. So to sum up the video, I just want to say thank you for volunteering. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come and love on our special needs population. And remember, if they don't remember anything else that you said to them the entire night, they will remember how you made them feel. And so God bless, and thank you for your support, and thank you for volunteering and everything that you do in our community. And so thank you again. We couldn't do this without you.